kickstart this edition with some breaking news coming in. BBC has issued an advisory for employees. BBC has asked employees to cooperate with the income tax department. BBC says if questioned, answer honestly. This is the advisory that has been issued to the employees of the BBC by the administration. Questions about your personal tax affairs are outside the remit of the investigation unless they relate to payment of your salary or expenses by the BBC, or if you're summoned under section 131(1)(a). If you're asked questions about matters outside these areas, you can ask for these to be provided by way of a formal written request, which will be under section 131(1)(a). Officers may record what you say insofar as what you say is related to the income tax survey. They may describe this as being under oath. This simply means you should tell the truth. The officers have no powers of arrest. You should be provided with breaks and refreshments. If you need to take any medication and have to leave to fulfill caring responsibilities or for health reasons, you should make a request to the investigating team and the inspectors should allow you to leave. It goes without saying that you should not delete or conceal any information on any of your devices. The BBC is cooperating fully with the survey. Amit Bhardwaj is getting us more details, joining us from right outside the BBC headquarters here in the national capital. Amit, this word of advice has gone out from the administration of the BBC. Are they anticipating the questioning of employees to start by the income tax department, or has that already begun?
Well, Sneha, you know, the action which began yesterday around 11:56 a.m. Continues even today, about 23 hours later. You know, in an hour or so, one day of the IT survey at the BBC's India office in the national capital would be completed. So what we are given to understand that when yesterday the IT officials had entered the complex on the 5th and 7th floor, the BBC offices are located right there. There was a confrontation of sorts between the BBC editors and the IT officials over the action that was being carried out. And you know, the initial confrontation had happened over the fact that the IT department officials insisted on checking every device, every computer in the BBC office, and to which the BBC editors, as per sources, resisted, saying that you cannot look into the editorial content on our computers. If you want to look into the computers, go ahead, check the accounts department computers or the admin department computers. But eventually, you know, these computers were checked as well. So the indication or the point that you are pointing at right now, obviously the BBC would be knowing the fact that if the IT survey is going on right now, you know, there's a possibility that after scanning of the computers and the communication devices and the emails and all the data that are present on the electronic devices at the BBC office, there's a possibility that the accounts department officials, the admin department officials, along with a couple of editors, could be questioned about the details of the data that is being retrieved. So, you know, there's always a possibility of that sort. Possibly the BBC would be also making sure that their employees are ready and are able to cooperate with the action that is being carried out at the BBC India office.
Okay.
There's another detail, Sneha.
Amit Bhardwaj getting us all of those details. We'll of course keep going back to him. The income tax department searches on the BBC offices continues even after nearly 24 hours. Remember, around 12:30 yesterday we were reporting on the raids or the survey like the IT department is carrying out. From Delhi to Mumbai, income tax sleuths have been conducting searches in the offices of the BBC since Tuesday morning over alleged tax irregularities by the British broadcaster. Sources have told us that the BBC is under the income tax department's radar for allegedly flouting tax laws, mismatch in transfer pricing, diverting significant amounts of profits, evading earlier income tax notices, and for international tax irregularities.
बीबीसी के दिल्ली ऑफिस में इनकम टैक्स का सर्वे लगातार जारी है। पूरी रात इनकम टैक्स की टीम बीबीसी के दफ्तर के खासतौर से अकाउंट ऑफिस में मौजूद थी और उनका सर्वे का काम अभी भी जारी है। मंगलवार की दोपहर 11:20 पर इनकम टैक्स के तकरीबन 15 से 20 अधिकारी यहां पहुंचते हैं। सीधे वो टीम जो है वो पहुंचती है बीबीसी के अकाउंट ऑफिस में, और अकाउंट ऑफिस में वहां पर 12 बजे से उनका काम शुरू हो जाता है। इस दौरान एडिटोरियल के भी जो कर्मचारी थे वो मौजूद थे, लेकिन धीरे धीरे एडिटोरियल के जो कर्मचारी थे वो अपने घरों के लिए निकल गए, और उसके बाद बीबीसी की तरफ से कहा गया कि उनका पूरा काम जो एडिटोरियल का है वो लगातार चलता रहेगा। उनके कर्मचारियों से कहा गया है कि वो वर्क फ्रॉम होम करें, लेकिन हर एक खबर, हर एक अपडेट उनकी तरफ से की जाती रहेगी। वहीं ये सर्वे पिछले अभी तक की अगर हम बात करें तो 19 घंटे से लगातार जारी है। जो भी दस्तावेज, जो भी कंप्यूटर वहां पे मौजूद है, उन सब की जांच की जा रही है। जो वित्तीय अनियमितता का आरोप लगा था उसको लेकर के ये सर्वे किया जा रहा है, और जो जानकारी है, जब ये सर्वे पूरा हो जाएगा तो जो कुछ भी यहां से इनकम टैक्स के अधिकारियों को मिलेगा उसकी एक रिपोर्ट बनाई जाएगी, आला अधिकारियों से उसको शेयर किया जाएगा, और अगर किसी तरीके की कोई गड़बड़ी पाई गई तो आगे इस मामले में कानूनन कार्रवाई की जाएगी।